All right, I thought I would explore a little desert environment before we have to return back to the office. I'm a professor, and we decided to do the summer remotely as well, much to my pleasure, because I want to explore different demographics of people, different natural environments. So I'm in Tempe, Arizona, enjoying the desert environment. But when I got to my apartment today, to their credit, they use a lot of sanitizing cleaners, and the whole place just reeked of fragrances. And I needed to go out to get a special kind of candle, beeswax candle to burn that would burn out the volatile chemicals. And I know that back home in Redmond, I can find beeswax candles in both Walmart and Target. You got to remember, Redmond, Washington is a lot more health conscious than Tempe, Arizona. Not to blast Tempe, but just different demographics of people. So what's really funny was that when I headed out, I was in such a hurry to get the fragrances out of the apartment, because if the candles weren't going to work, I was going to have to do something else. So I wanted to go out and get them and make sure I could take care of the environment. I have multiple chemical sensitivities. And in my haste, I grabbed my cell phone, but I forgot to grab the wire for charging it. And I got in my car and programmed the GPS, and I realized the phone only has 10% on battery charge. And so I look at the directions for Walmart, and I quickly commit them to memory, and I turn off the phone. And now my memory hasn't been working very well recently, probably because I commit so much of my memory to other things. I've been writing computer games, obviously. I've been doing a lot of exercise during the pandemic. Probably I commit too much of my mind to other things. And so now I'm racing on the freeway, trying to get to where I need to go before I forget the directions. Get to the Walmart, and they don't have the candles. And I'm thinking maybe I should call Target before I go there, but I realize I can't waste the precious 7 or 8% battery power that I have left. I get in my car, I quickly look at the directions for Target, because I don't want to lose how to get back to the apartment either after I'm done, because obviously I'm not very familiar with the neighborhood here. And definitely don't want to run into a dangerous situation. You know, it's 8 o'clock right now. I mean, the sun's out, but who knows? So I quickly commit the directions to my mind, and fortunately Target has the beeswax candles, and I get them, and I put in the apartment into my GPS, and I try to remember as much as I can. I'm literally singing it was what was it, Priest Street to University Avenue to 51st. I go, Priest, University, 51st, and I kept singing it over and over and over again. And so by this time I leave my phone on, because I didn't have anywhere to go. After I got to the apartment, I would have the wire. But I'm singing it and singing it and singing it, and I'm racing because I don't want the battery to die. And finally, I pull into the street where I could just see the apartment building. And even still, my mind is still in this race mentality. And when I made the turn into the parking lot for the apartment, everything in the car just flew off the seats. That was how sharply I made that turn. It doesn't help that earlier today I was watching season 5 of The Mole, and they had a challenge where one guy was running on the treadmill, and they all had to answer these puzzles and look for bottles of wine with GPS coordinates. And my mind was still kind of in that mode, even though I could see the apartment building. But I love it. Next time I have a very challenging situation, whether it be at the workplace or with a significant other, with family members, maybe I'll take it this way. I had a fun day today. If the only highlight I get out of the trip to Tempe was looking for candles, I think and I got the fragrances out of the place, so that's good, with some ventilation and the candles, so that's good too. If that's the only highlight of the trip, I won't be too disappointed.